Hello everybody, I'm the Awesome Jimbo. Welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime. And so in the last episode, we went ahead and started everything off, and now we escaped the Orpheon, I guess, and now we're on a new mysterious planet, and now we're being attacked by beeties. When I was a kid, I thought that was pronounced beety. BD, just beetles. It's a beetle, because of course, if the 7-year-old me, yeah, 7 or 8-year-old me couldn't figure out that that's what that was called. But hey, at least you get to keep your scan visor, and a new area means loads of things to research. Snapsack. Is that somebody who complains about being beaten in a Yu-Gi-Oh duel? Or something like that? Like that? Oh man, I hate those things. I hate fighting them. They're just like the most annoying things. And it's a classic enemy. It's a classic enemy from the old Metroid games. But this is also, I don't know. Were these things also in the first, like, I love how this game just only gives you slight hints. It's like Dark Souls, but it's like it gives you hints on what's going on, but then it's like, oh, you gotta figure everything else out for yourself. It's visual storytelling, the very rare cocktail sauce of the storytelling, and it does visual storytelling exceptionally well, if I may say so. But that's because it's a good freaking game. Alright, so now in this episode, we just gotta figure out what the heck's going on, and we're gonna go ahead. And yes, as you saw in the first episode, this is gonna be a 20-minute series. And this is gonna be a 20-minute episode series, and like, I'm gonna play through the entire Metroid Prime trilogy at pretty much my pace, but I probably am saying this, I'm probably just gonna not do that. Annoy you guys by how slow I upload videos. It's not my fault, okay? Abnormal seismic activity detected, but it does give you some hints on the where to go. So it's like, oh, there's something over here. You should probably go there, find your way there. But we're not gonna tell you how to get there. You're gonna have to figure that out for yourself. Yep, second level already in the span of less than a few minutes. That's because the Talon Overworld has like nothing to do. Cellular decomposition. So like, I'm just looking around trying to find everything I possibly can. So go ahead, do this. I've played this game a lot on the GameCube version, but I've only played through the Wii version one other time. This is like the second time I've ever played through it on the Wii version. Like, look at this. Cannot be reached from this room. Oh, how do you know that? I mean, there's probably a glitch that somebody knows about that's not me. But I also love the art. And the presentation of this game is just is fantastic. Falling from the walkway above. Gee, what could have given you that indication? Is it? Oh, whoa. Okay, these guys look absolutely hilarious. Ew. But like, this is like one of those games I just played and I was just blown away by the experience. It's like, it's a game in first person perspective, and it's your Metroid game. It's a good Metroid game because of the first person perspective. I mean, like, everybody will say that, like, oh, the best game is this or that. And I highly respect that, especially since this is my second favorite video game franchise ever. It's in my top 3 favorite games, and the franchise itself is in my second favorite video game franchise ever. There's a Reflect engine. think you can try that. I admire the attempt, but honestly, even with that said, I do think the presentation and visuals of this game are just pitch perfect. They have not. This game has not. What I want to say is that this game has not aged a day, and it will not age a day ever, in my personal humble opinion. I mean, just simply looking at this game, it has it has incredible graphics. Even for a game that's like nearly 2 decades old, it's like 16 years old. I hope I'm right about that. The game came out in 2002, and it's like still one of the best looking games from this era, from that era. It's just amazing. I can wholeheartedly look. I can agree it looks dated, but I don't think it looks dated. It's just me. Okay, if that makes any actual friggin' sense to anybody. Is you? Oh, splash, mate. I should probably just do that voice. It's like, you see, it's Firefly, it's splash, mate. Don't touch it because it hurts you. You're a frickin' moron if you let it hurt you. What did I just tell you? You just blow it up and it makes a buzzing sound. If you kill him, you're just a frickin' monster. Okay, that's gonna be a thing. Should I do that? YN. But I'm just gonna do it for the rest of this episode. So you guys don't really have a say in it until episode 5, because I plan on doing 4 episodes. I don't know, depending on my mood. I might do a 5th episode, because holy crap. Oh gee, what makes you think? What makes you think that getting that item would have been super easy? What makes you think that the worm wouldn't be filled with poison water? And also, anybody who wants to play this game, scan this, because you only have like one opportunity. Also scan these war wasps, because they are very rare. It's like they're like one-time enemies. That's why people who play this game say you gotta scan every single thing, because some enemies are only one-time things. But I mean, of course, Metroid Prime 4 is only like what? Sorry, I thought I heard something. You can only hear. Like, oh, okay, I wanted to scan the door. I'm getting really distracted, and I'm pretty sure there's someone out there who's getting really angry at me. Thought it warped away for a second. I meant the war wasp, not the statue. This is a mini boss that forces you to think as possible. I'm playing this on the Wii remote, and my thumb speed is not that good on the Wiimote. It's like if I was playing on this on the GameCube, that would be a different story. Come on, die. The Hive Mecha. Go ahead, just die. And of course, as usual, the music is fantastic. Alright. Missile launcher. So yeah, how did they get a missile launcher right here, even though I just lost it in the middle of space? Also, I kind of hope you guys appreciate the 60 frames per second in this Let's Play. And I'm not doing that on purpose. It's not like I got a Alright, first upgrade. I didn't get an Elgato Game Capture HD 60. It was like the one that is way more expensive. It's a little more expensive, but it has way more horsepower, and it also looks way cooler because it has lights going through it. Because mine is just the regular Elgato Game Capture HD. I was thinking of after some time, getting a 60, an HD 60, like, would you guys be down for that? And I'm pretty sure you would. It's like 60 frames per second. It helps. And now you have missiles. So, like, this is excuse me. This is something I feel that Metroid Prime does just as well as a regular Metroidvania. As like, oh, you got a new item, and there's like a bunch of stuff you couldn't do before. You couldn't get past before, but now you have the option to do that. It's like, you got a new tool. Try it out on some stuff. And I'm gonna have to come back here eventually because I want to get another thingamabob, another, what is it called? Another health upgrade, health tank, energy tank. Like, I've played this game so many times. How could you not know what it's called? I don't know. I woke up early and I'm super tired, so I don't sound it, but I'm very tired. I'm just fighting through the urge to just take a nap right here and have this episode be like 8 hours long. Like, what a nice nap. And of course and on your way back you can also see some new things. Like, cool stuff that you can't access now. And like, oh, you couldn't kill these things. You still can't kill those things, so missiles obviously don't work, so maybe there's something that can kill the ions. Not the summons from Bio. I forgot that they will respawn and come back. Like, don't mess with me. Alright. And so now so you can go ahead and test out your new missiles on this thing over here. And there's also a missile expansion up there, but you can't get it just yet because you're not going to be able to get it for a little while. Let's go ahead and, oh, here's a blast door. Go ahead and open it up with your new missile expansion. Go ahead and go down there, see what's going on, unless of course you just randomly run around for like no reason. I gotta say, I'm actually moving through this game a lot faster than I expected. Yeah, this game and a lot of Metroid games and Metroidvania games do that surprisingly, exceptionally well. Like, Symphony of the Night does it very well, Dust and Elysian Tale does it very well, even though, if I can be honest, I'm tired of hearing about that game. Oh crap. The Beaties. That's the new name, they're Beaties, not the Beatles, like the band that was super popular that I never listened to any of their songs on my off time. Well, I never... Again, how many times have I said this throughout my Let's Plays? Go make a compilation. Make a compilation of the amount of many times I've said, ignore any background noise. Gotta say, I like this thing's design, but where are its eyes? Ow! Okay, hang on. Okay, sorry about that. I had to get some things sorted out, and I forgot to turn the stinking change the stopwatch. Ugh. So sorry, this episode's time is a little bit strange. So I'll go for like a few more minutes. Look, I don't know. In hindsight, it also looks like a metal starfish. It's just, if you ignore the nose. And I forgot to scan him. Of course, what's that thing I say? Scanning it. So, like, plated beetle. So, but like, that's one you don't have to necessarily worry about. Because you can, like, again, you guys are just gonna have to bear with me because I can't control that noise outside. You guys probably can't hear it. I just figured I'd warn you anyway. Alright, so we got the Morph Ball back. I don't see why we had to lose it in the first place. All that. And you don't have the Jump Ball acquired. Okay, so that would obviously make things a little too easy. Alright. So now we gotta head back, and of course, since you got a brand new tool that you just lost like 30 minutes ago. All that, more of these jerks. But like again, ignore my mistake. I messed up in like other Let's Plays, like Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I got myself killed, and I didn't save. So okay, I think my next destination is up there. I'm just trying to make sure because you can't necessarily go that way. But yeah, you can go back to where I was saying, like, oh, you gotta go back over there. And then, oh, watch this. I barely hit that first one, but yeah, whatever. Game, you make the rule. You're the boss here, I guess. Whoa. Yeah, we gotta go this way because, like, there's items I could go back and collect, but I can't necessarily go grab them right now because I want to wait until I get the Morph Ball Bomb, which I think is the next item we're gonna get. It's like more plasmas, and look, there's no structural pieces detected, and oh boy, what's this? What's this? You discover new stuff constantly. And extremely hazardous water. I mean, yeah, green water doesn't exactly look flattering. Oh, but you also learn that in this room, killing the plasmites is not a very good idea because they're a light source, a hazardous light source, and this is also a place where you don't want to go just yet. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you why you cannot go here just yet. Yeah, because of this intense heat readings detected behind the door. So yeah, that's like a hint telling you that you shouldn't go that way. You can't go there for a little while, so hang on. If you want, no, don't die. Okay. All right, you're gonna be seeing plenty of those shriek bats. They're like some of the more annoying enemies in the game. It's like, what is this? Shouldn't Reapervine? Shouldn't they have like interesting names, or is that just names that the scan visor is making up off the top of its head? It's like, what's this called? Nah, you know what? I'm not gonna bother with that just yet. Because you'll see why later on. I love that jingle. But so I guess if I can say, go ahead and talk a little bit about some of my history with Metroid. This is not the first Metroid I've ever played. It's the first one I really got into, and it's still my favorite. Of course, my favorite Prime trilogy. Oh, watch this. Alright, I did not expect to kill them in one fell swoop. And I can't get them because I can't get those items because I don't have the charge beam, because you can't suck them in. But not just because this is the one game in the series I've played through the most. It's the one I grew up with. It's like I mentioned before in my top 10 games I hate franchise I like. Go ahead and watch that. # shameless plug. If you want. I've explained why A Link to the Past is not one of my favorites, because I had a nostalgic connection for it for a little bit, but since I never played it I never beat it as a kid, and I don't really know too terribly much. It's like I only remember what I played as a kid of that game, but nowadays the game just doesn't appeal to me anymore because I don't have as much of a nostalgic connection. Like this game, I have more of a nostalgic connection to it, I guess, because I played it throughout my life, whereas A Link to the Past I only played it as a kid. I guess, if that makes sense. Okay, so the main thing with A Link to the Past is I just don't think it aged well. But that's just a me thing. And it could also be because I played it on the virtual console on the Wii, which of course there's some, admittedly there's some latency issues in the Metroid Prime in the virtual console games. That's probably why. But then again, I still had fun with Contra 3, which I grew up with, kind of. And I still have fun with Super Mario World, even though there's like way more games I'd rather play other than that game. Not to say I dislike the game, which of course I don't. I don't dislike the game at all. It's just like I didn't play it through my whole life because I never had a Super Nintendo. It belonged to my brother. And of course, it was his, and he got rid of those games, so I never got the chance to play them myself. He sold them. It's kind of a habit of his. Wow, way to sell out my own brother on my own YouTube channel. So I feel that's one of the reasons why Link to the Past is not one of my favorites. But enough of that. We got the charge beam. Like everything seems crazy, but nice. But oh no, mutant cat eyes are firing lasers, and you can't get through. How are we gonna do this? Next on the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.